Bonjour, y'all, and welcome to Of Venus. My name is Ollie, and we are here for the first new moon video of this channel dedicated to integrating the lunar cycle. The rainy but at the same time sunny woods of sacred Transylvania say their warm welcome to y'all. So let's begin. Happy new moon. On this channel, we will document each of the 8 principal lunar phases and give each and every one of them the same attention a new moon and a full moon gets to understand and integrate our journey, our personal and collective journey through the material reality. So this is a new moon, meaning that this is a brand new karmic cycle we all find ourselves in. We're going to talk about endings and beginnings today. This new moon will be at the 26 degrees of Leo, which is right at the end of the fixed fire sign of the middle of summer. And from Earth's perspective right now, the moon is right between Earth and Sun. So you can see the moon only until it passes 30 degrees away from the Sun. So these are the most important two things in astrology. Moon and Sun, because they are the two bodies that create light. One emanates light, sun, and one reflects light, moon. And when these two objects, deities, archetypes, forces of nature, inanimate objects, everything's animate in the universe, they meet, it is the clock beats 12 and we start a new cycle. But what I want to do on this channel is go beyond the polarity of cycles and see that yes, time does move in cycles. It repeats, but it does so in a spiral. So it does on multi-layered levels. So instead of just seeing new moon, full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon, full moon, and being stuck in a polarizing framework, we'll try to add the other layers of the lunar cycle so we can pivot around the continued dance of existence, raising our consciousness to perceive time as us moving through it, not it moving through us, and take more sovereignty into our hands. And that's what it's all about on this new moon in Leo. Leo is all about the fixed on I'm all rained on and it's still drizzling. It's all, and it's raining with sunlight as well. You can see the sun glinting through the leaves there, and it's beautiful radiance. It's so amazing. Yes, we're talking about you, sun. You superstar, you. Yeah. Middle of summer. And when the moon meets the sun and its sun's home sign of Leo, each planet has its home sign, and the home sign of the sun is this fire sign of Leo. So we're called to find new fire emanating from within us. Moon meets sun. It is a call to embody a better vision. Now, this new moon is very important in 2020 because really don't see another better new moon until everything ends with the malefic party in Capricorn, and Jupiter meets Saturn in Aquarius at the end of the year. Until then, this is the last airplane. I'm always happy to hear airplanes now because I can see it from the beautiful trees. It reminds us that we are all connected, and we shall talk about Sagittarius today with the South Node being there. This new moon is important because this is the most fire we'll get until next Aries season at the beginning of spring 2021. It's like a last pit stop of energy before it all we push on through the last trials and tribulations of what Saturn has in store for us with in Capricorn. So think about where you have Capricorn, but now we will focus on the fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries all together because we have important players in each one of these three signs. We have Mars in its domicile sign of Aries. So we have really important, intense energies of Sun in Leo, Mars in Aries. So for a brief time, these two players have more temporary agency than, let's say, the malefic insanity that is happening in Capricorn, with the south node of the moon being in Sagittarius. Basically, the south and north node are points of gravity in the moon's orbit around the sun. It's where the moon goes above the sun from Earth's point of view and goes below the sun. So we have the south node, the point where the moon goes below the sun at 27 degrees of Sagittarius, which is exactly where on the sky the center of the Milky Way is. And that's important because the south node in all ancient cultures and modern scope of astrology as well represents the decomposition of the layers of reality that we don't need anymore, that are just fodder for the spiritual core of our own personal and collective existence. So wherever the south node is, it peels off, it discards, it withdraws, releases things that take us away from spiritual truth. And it's over the center of the Milky Way, which is a supermassive black hole. Ketu is like a black hole. It is a naga in Hindu culture. It is a naga, a serpent demon without its head. So it is like an ever hungry void stomach that hungers for more essence. We each have the south node where on the chart somewhere, and where it is, it represents parts of life that we can get very trapped in the illusion of matter, and we need to discard the intricate illusions to regain our sovereign truth by going simply into the void of things. So moon is going to be at 26 degrees of Leo, south node 27 degrees of Sagittarius, and Mars is going to be around 24 degrees of Aries. So the sun and moon is going to be in a grand fire trine with these signs. Cardinal fire, beginning of spring, Aries; fixed fire, middle of summer, Leo; uh, mutable fire, Sagittarius, the end of autumn. These are the trifecta, the triplicity of the fire elements in astrology. But the moon and sun will meet in between. It comes off this trine to Mars and enters this trine of the south node. So we get a shock and an easy release of will and energy coming to us from Mars to Sun, each in their own house. And suddenly we have this urge to move forward, this energy, so we can push on through the trials and tribulations, that this year will still bring on. And I think there's a high probability that the rest of the year will be really difficult. Like, not insurmountable, but it'll push every one of us to the test to see if we have patience, commitment, determination, long sight, the long vision towards to get to the goals, the soul path we want to establish. And the sun and moon is starting to trine the south node there in Sagittarius. So we now have the courage to find our creativity wherever it is in our life, to really express ourselves by letting go of the illusions of what we thought we knew. We're all called on this new moon to go, oh, maybe I didn't know everything about that. Try to see where we've been too fixed and stuck into an old frame of belief, and see that, maybe I should listen to other people's advice. Maybe I don't know everything that's going on with, you know, breaking news. Nobody has any idea what's going on most of the time. That's what having a human experience is, not knowing everything, and that's part of the magic of everything. Another plane goes by. That's great. I love it, to be honest. Bless the planes, bless the people on them. Hope they'll have a great vacation. Um, and let's see. We won't feel this energy for the rest of the year. It's a very potent, masculine, free, willful energy, and to harness it completely and put our intentions into the new moon, we must think of the new moon as an ending, not only as a beginning. Each beginning is an ending as well. So there's something that's ending right now. And with the South Node in Sagittarius there and the new moon having such a welcomed interaction with it, we can take Mars's will, see what's not aligned in ourselves, and then cast it into the void of infinity, back into the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way. What even is a black hole? From what we know of in science at the moment, and we don't know everything about the black hole, we're just learning about it, but it is half the positive uh, particles, the positive particles of matter that comes into a black hole goes inside it, and it's possibly making another universe at the other end through the singularity point or whatever. And but the negative remains on the rim, and it's building up and building up energy. It is a void, and each new beginning comes from a void, from womb. That's the space where we're doing. So this is the alchemy of this new moon, making a void space to really own our creativity, own who we are. We cannot have success in life if we don't align our heart with what we really want and go for it. This is Leo, owning our gift. If we waste our gift, that is the biggest sin. We are all here to do something. We're all, however mundane it is, it's extremely important for us to fulfill the desires of the universe and move the unfinished business of creation forward by bringing free the triangular vision into the 3D, to move past polarity. So Mars in Aries will give that will make us conscious of this energy. We'll still meet Saturn, and they'll have a confrontation. They're both highly intense energies right now, and Saturn will eventually win in the end, in a way. But we need to learn patience. We need to learn how our actions building up into rhythm, into commitment. Let's see. who are the people, who are the spaces around that is enabling our best selves. And Mars alchemically separates, it cuts things away. It is the Sephiroth of severity. It is Gevura in ancient Jewish mysticism. So Mars separates things that don't align with our will. It makes us conscious of who we really are to or to strive for the success we all not deserve. Deserve is not the right verb for this, but we all are born to become and embody in this reality, and then letting go of the belief systems that we really don't need to be part of our lives and our spiritual framework anymore. Discard it to the void. So let's honor an ending. Let's honor this ending and work with divine will to separate things that will not help us in our way forward. Be courageous enough to own who we are and discard and let go with absolute celebration the belief systems that we all grew out of. This is both death and birth. This is a new moon, and this is my take on the new moon and on the new moon at 26 degrees of Leo in this wonderful intense summer of 2020. Thank you all for being here with me in lovely Transylvania. You can follow me at of_Venus on Instagram until other new goodies are going to be born along the way. You can see my writings there. I do like mostly poetry about astrology. And you can reach out to me for readings there, readings that will deal with integrating the polarity of nature within ourselves so we embrace real material 3D and how to harness evolution in the most natural way possible. So this has been Aldi from Of Venus, and I thank you all for this wonderful video, and have an amazing new moon. Cheers, y'all. Own your freedom. Celebrate both life, love, and death in equal measure. Cheers.